little explorers, and welcome back to our story time adventure. Today, we're going to look up, way up into the sky, for a tale about a very special little cloud. Once upon a time, in a vast, bright blue sky, there was a little cloud named Puffy. Puffy wasn't like the big, grand clouds who floated lazily by, looking so important and impressive. No, Puffy was small, extra puffy, and always eager to help. He would zip and zoom around the sky, looking for anyone who might need a hand, or in his case, a wisp of vapor. One beautiful, sunny day, Puffy was drifting over a lovely green park. Down below, he saw a group of children pointing up at the sky. They were running and giggling, trying to catch the moving shadows of the big clouds. They'd run to a spot, but by the time they got there, the shadow had already moved on. They were having fun, but Puffy saw their little faces getting all hot and tired from the sun. Puffy's heart went out to them. I wish I could give them some shade, he thought sadly, looking at his own tiny shadow. But I'm just too small. He watched as the bigger clouds sailed past, their enormous shadows blanketing the ground for a moment before moving on. The children would cheer, then sigh as the sun returned. Puffy wanted to help so badly. He wanted to make them cheer for him. An idea started to form in his fluffy little head. I can do it, Puffy thought with a burst of determination. I may be small, but I can make a big shadow. I just have to try. So, Puffy found a clear spot in the sky right above the playground. He took a super deep breath, pulling in all the air and moisture around him. He puffed up his cheeks, or what would have been his cheeks if he had them, and pushed with all his might. He stretched and stretched, making himself wider and taller than he had ever been before. He focused all his energy on becoming bigger, puffier, and more magnificent. Down on the ground, the children stopped running. They looked up and their mouths dropped open in surprise. Puffy's shadow, once a tiny little speck, was growing. It grew bigger and bigger until it covered the entire playground, from the swings to the slide. It was a perfect, cool patch of shade. Wow! They all cheered, louder than they had for any of the big clouds. Look at that little cloud! Thank you, Puffy! They shouted, even though they didn't know his name. Puffy felt a warm glow inside, prouder than he had ever felt. He had done it. The children laughed and played comfortably in the cool shade he had made just for them. He wasn't the biggest cloud in the sky, but he had the biggest heart, and on that day, he made the biggest difference. From that day on, Puffy knew a very important secret: no matter your size, whether you're big or small, you always have the power to do something wonderful and make a big, positive difference in the world. Thanks for joining our story today. Don't forget to look for your own ways to be a helper, just like Puffy. Hit that subscribe button and we'll see you for our next adventure. Bye for now.